Early in the morning,
What's going on, people? It's your boy Camp Topical Juice, and I'm back with the next episode of Love Island. This episode was kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's another episode that's kind of boring. I feel like the episodes are getting more and more predictable now. It always does. Even in the older series, rarely did it really get mad towards the end. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure there's a few seasons where it might have, but more time it does usually get a bit more predictable. But anyway, so I ended up watching it at my boy's house today. Big up yourself, Jakey boy. Shout out to you. And yeah, let's get into this video, man. So like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me, press that subscribe button for me, and let's get into this video, merchandise, link, all of that. So I'm gonna speed through this. It's probably gonna be another short video, another short episode. Sorry guys, I know some of you like the longer ones. I actually like doing the longer ones, to be fair, but this episode is just kind of boring, man. I ain't really got much to talk about still. But anyway, the V-Day talks to Nathalia and Lacey. He talks to both of them. He kind of gets the feels. Ekin-Su's kind of forcing this drama, like forcing this jealousy, when in reality, he ain't gonna go there. She's happy with him, he's happy with her. Not much to really add on that. Davide is pretty honest. He says it's going to be hard to turn, but you know, he's open to talk, blah, blah, blah. Similarly to Adam. And he says that recently them two have been doing well. It makes sense. Now, I think Nathalia said that her longest relationship was 6 years. And that's a bit mad. But yeah, either way, she was kind of trying to flirt with him, saying, oh, is that you trying to reassure yourself? I can't remember the context of what she said and what she meant by that. But anyway, yeah, so there's a bit of flirty banter there, but not really much. Davide is obviously happy with Ekin-Su. Ekin-Su talks to Reese. And they're talking about age and things like that. And she's pretty honest from the start. And I think even if a proper bombshell came in that's her type, I can't see her talking to anyone else right now. I believe she's happy with Davide. I think it's towards the end of the season. It doesn't make any sense to go anywhere else, especially if you're those two. She ain't gonna go nowhere. And she categorically says, I'm pretty closed off. And he still decides to pick her for the date, but I hear it. Now, Danica and Reese talk for the first time. And I can't lie, yeah. I didn't realise they're both actually square-headed dons. And it's so mad how they actually brought two in at the same time. What? Bro, why is it that they're always squared off? I know so many ladies and they ain't got square heads. It's so mad. Genuinely, they are getting them from a factory. And the reason I say that is because he looked like Danny from behind, you know. When he was talking to Danica, he looked like Danny, is it Williams? It's literally exactly the same. Exactly the same shape. He said he's never had a relationship. That's not a good sign. But 23 years old, no, that's not a good sign, to be honest. At least one, even a little school one, come on, a little something. Now, Jamie and Danica talking. Jamie played it right, I feel. He basically swooped in for Danica and made it apparent that he liked her from the jump. They look pretty good together. He's not bad looking at all. I think they look pretty good together. I can probably possibly get behind that. She deserves some happiness, and by the looks of things, he is really into her. And again, she's receptive because the skin color, the skin tone's right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not right, I mean right for her. You feel me? Just, you know what I'm saying? That's the darkest she'll kind of go, you get me? But Deji and Lacey talk. And there's all these dynamics are basically forming, guys. And Deji and Lacey, I like that dynamic. I could really get behind that. And I'm so happy for my brother Deji when she picked him for a date. I like that a lot. And I think they get on well. Deji gets on well with everyone, but he's met someone here with the same energy, the same vibe, the same humor, which is very important. You know, a girl that can make me laugh, I like that. And Adam and Nathalia talk. So that ain't gonna go nowhere, guys. Adam is pretty, it's funny, you know, because he almost downplayed it to, he did downplay it to Paige. Like, he was way more nice about Paige to Nathalia and saying how he's got a connection with Paige. He's seeing how things go with her, or he was really like saying that he's kind of putting his eggs in the Paige basket, but he owes it to her to kind of have a conversation with her. But when he was with Paige, he was kind of saying like, oh yeah, I kind of, you know me, I flirt a bit. I said I wasn't completely closed off. I was thinking, why didn't you say what you really said? Because what you really said was better than how you fed it back to her. Ekin-Su, my God, this girl's so dramatic, man. It's not everyday acting. And Gemma made me laugh this episode because I said exactly what Gemma said. When Ekin-Su was like, oh, if he keeps doing this, I'm done, I'll walk away. And I was like, why are you being so dramatic? And then literally Gemma starts busting up laughing and she literally says the same thing. Yeah, you're being dramatic, like, come on now. And then, truth or dare, I haven't even thought about who's going to be done with Donut of the Day again. I'm just have to make it up at it towards the end. Some of these episodes, man, honestly. Jamie kissed Danica, which was the first of 2 times, so they're getting closer. It's funny actually, because Deji's face when Jamie was kissing Danica was proper like, you know, he actually looks a bit mad, but... And then Natalia's honest and says that Adam's the finest, we all knew that. And then Danny, again, he basically said something, what was it? Like, oh, did you always know that you were going to take India back? And he was like, yeah, sure. Well, he's always going to say yes, isn't he? So he doesn't get brownie points for that. But then he had to make that joke again by saying, you know, I didn't do anything. I just brought a girl back. And you're thinking, I get you're kind of joking, but I'm sorry guys, he just doesn't really respect India that much, man. He just doesn't. He keeps pushing her, he keeps making these little jokes. Like, maybe that's their humour, man. Maybe it is their humour. Maybe they got this dark humour where they can take it, push it there. Maybe, who knows? We don't know what they see. India's clearly, she's not a punching bag, but it kind of looks like it. But maybe they do have that humour, so whatever. Now, Lacey doesn't kiss Deji because of the lipstick. And I actually hear that. I'm not going to lie, I hear that. I do hear that. I do. Because it will smudge. And she doesn't want to look like a flipping clown on national TV. It will actually be all over here. It won't look good. So I think she played it well, but it also gave her the chance to be like, cool, like, let's go for another round. And I literally knew they were going to say that. So like, I'm glad that that came full circle and he got his get back, you know, with his tongue, you know what I'm saying? So Adam's funny, you know, because he said that he fancied Nat back. He's so funny, creating little, keeping Paige on her toes and that. And then Nat kisses the V-Day, Adam, and then Deji, which is quite interesting. So Paige was raging. After a week, obviously, she's obviously caught feelings. Paige has caught some severe feelings, and I was wrong about Paige. I mean, to be fair, they might not have shown it, but she clearly didn't cry for Jax. She did not cry for Jax. So yeah, I was wrong about that one, guys. I really thought she might have like a little moment where she got a bit upset, but she just didn't at all. She didn't even a bit. So Jax who boy, that's what I'm saying. And then yeah, Dami sucked India's toes, man. I mean, he really went into that shit, man. Don't get me wrong, like. Actually, no, what was I about to say? I don't do that thing. I don't really suck toes. I'm real experimental in the bedroom. Don't get that twisted. Do not get that twisted. But toes don't do nothing for me. I don't have a foot fetish like Bear Man. I don't really care. Like, it's not out of balance. Man will do it. It's just like, it doesn't do anything for me. And you know what I'm saying? But anyway. And then in the recap, they're talking about the V-Day strong. All this is kind of the same old predictable stuff, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Paige doesn't like the competition yet. Adam open but won't pull first yet. Fine. Deji and Lacey, yeah, cool. India and Deji. Oh, cool. Now, India said Deji twice. Now, I didn't talk about it yesterday because I forgot to be honest. I should have spoken about it, but I forgot to. I didn't think it was a big deal yesterday. I thought it's easy. They're both Naj, D, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Like, what's his name? My man called Dami was overreacting so much yesterday. But to call him Deji again in bed, that obviously that can't run, innit? It can't run still. It can't run. Now I'm not saying it's a massive deal still, but let's not make that a habit for real. 100%. Let's not make that a habit. Even though Dami once again was being so petty, and in fact I'm gonna give him donut a day for this. Even though he was being so petty, I do kinda hear him. But Dami, I just don't really like his attitude at the moment, so I will give him donut a day for this. But India, you can't be calling Deji twice. Not in such quick succession as well. Like in bed. Didn't really make sense to call him Deji there, if I'm being real. But again, it's not a massive deal, but let's not make that a habit, 100%. And so then she obviously makes him breakfast. And the reason why I'm giving him donut of the day here is because he's proper petty. And me, I'm a balanced guy, innit? I really am. Like, I can see every single side of everything. Like, I really can. That's why nothing's black and white in my eyes. Everything's grey. I see so many different perspectives. So I do hear him with his annoyance that India also cooks Deji's food, but it's not a big deal. So for him to act as childish as he did, because India started cooking his food as well, what's she gonna do? Say, nah, Deji, let me not put that on here because I'm cooking it just for him. I get Dami's side of things, yeah, where he's like, oh, you're apologising for calling me my man's name. So why are you now cooking my man food as well? So I do hear it. I see the perspective. I see the angle. But the way, come on now, if my man's gone to ask her food, I'll literally sit there like, I'll just chuckle to myself and be like, fuck's sake, but it's not that deep, innit? It's just not that deep. And he's so petty. And I think he needs to remember, yeah, India does not have to graft him. He needs to remind himself that one, he's the one that's done the wrong in a lot of these situations, most. And two, he's in the bottom three, yeah, humble yourself. Yeah, humble yourself. So Dami, you're probably don't know the date for this one here still. Now the dates happen and Lacey invites Deji. So it's only one date and I like that. Only one date and she chose Deji. I'm happy for my man. Natalie chooses Adam. Reese picks Ekinsu, Y, and Jamie picks Danica. Now the dates are going well. Danica and Jamie, they've got a good vibe. I feel like them two will be the one that couple up. I feel like Reese got there a bit too late choosing Ekinsu. But Danica did say she was open, to be fair. She did say she was open to getting to know both, and that's fair enough. So good for her for being open, but I just feel like my man's got a head start. But if Reese has got good chat and good game, she might even go for him over the other man, over Jamie, I think it is. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but they kiss. Yeah, they all kiss and they're all kind of happy and rah rah rah. Ekin-Su on the date basically reiterates to Reese, nothing a go on, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. I'm fully committed to the V-Day, end of. And yeah, that was just never gonna work. Then Reese then has a conversation with Danica back at the villa, and she then says she's open, and he's kind of thinking, oh, okay, there's some energy there. I haven't shot myself in the foot fully. Boom, boom, boom. Happy days. So that's pretty much the end of the episode, guys. Tomorrow's episode, we see a bit of a blowout between Nathalia and Ekin-Su. It's funny because I found out today that I now know someone who knows Nathalia. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's weird how the world works. It's small. Man knows everyone that knows. I know someone that knows everyone in that villa, basically. I'm not too sure what that could be about. Early predictions. She realizes that she's probably not going to go anywhere with Adam, so potentially she tries to move to the V-Day, or it's just a bit of female energy, because she was making some sly digs about Ekin-Su, about should I crawl, and this, that, and the other. I don't think she likes Ekin-Su that much. I don't think she respects Ekin-Su. So, yeah, we'll see. But obviously, that's not going to go down well. Even though I like the fiery nature, though. She kind of put Ekin-Su in her place, low-key, in that little preview. I mean, Ekin-Su's meant to be this big bad bitch and all that stuff, big boss bitch and all this. Yeah, and Natalia's saying, you know, maybe you don't know yourself or something like that. Like, boy, that's South American fire, boy. I'm here for it. So anyway, like the video, man. I'm tired. Hit the bell to be notified, and fuck do I know. I'm nice, Tony's. Peace.